All right, I am back on the trail. I am at Ely's Peak today. Climb up Ely's Peak and do the loop trail. It's about 1.7 miles. The entire hike today will probably be right around 2 miles. But as you can see, that's Ely's Peak right behind me. So it's about 1,100 feet above, a little bit over 1,100 feet above Lake Superior. So it doesn't look like that tall of a mountain or hill or peak right here, but you gotta remember we're up pretty far right here anyway. So but it's about probably 5-10 minute walk here to the trailhead of Ely's Peak. So let's get this party started. Well, I've already 5 minutes up the hill, and I've realized it's a good thing I brought my ice spikes, because I need them. The snow's not icy or anything, but it is just really slick, and bringing ice spikes was a good idea. It's going to give me that extra tread I need, so I'm not slipping with every single step in the snow, just because the snow is nice and it's wet, and makes it slick for going uphill. So I'm gonna throw on these ice spikes here and get back on the trail. Here's a little map that kind of shows you where we're at and where we're going. I came from the parking lot here, came through here. We're only right here. Ely's Peak is right here, but then I'll come up, head to the loop trail. Larry's Lookout is somewhere right in here, and then I'll come down back out to the truck. So that's the plan. All right, still heading up Ely's Peak. Something kind of funny happened just now. Past a couple that I came to the parking lot right where I parked, and they headed up just before me, and they just were coming back down. I was like, because I know they didn't get to the top already. I was like, coming down so soon? And they said they just weren't equipped for this hike. They said it's just a little. The girl said it wasn't moderate, which means to her it was a little bit too hard, a little too steep. Which this is moderate compared to some of the places on the SHT. But you could tell, like the guy said, you know, they were slipping and falling everywhere. And I mean, the snow's real puffy, but that's what makes it pretty slick when you're on the inclines. And there is a lot of inclines on Ely's Peak here. So a lot of rocky, steep inclines. You even have to do a little bit of rock climbing every now and then. I mean, right now, if you look behind me, I don't know if you can tell, but looks like I'm coming to some more rock climbing. So the ice spikes were definitely a must for today. It would have been twice as hard doing this hike without the ice spikes on. So yeah, those two head back down the mountain and back to the car. Said they're gonna try again another day when they're better equipped.
Fast on a rough road, riding high through the mountains, climbing, twisting, turning further from my home. Young like a new moon rising, fierce through the rain and lightning, wandering out into this great unknown. And I don't want no one to cry, but tell them if I don't survive, I was born free. I was born free. I was born free.
Well, I'm just kind of sitting here taking a rest on top of Ely's Peak. It started to get warm. It really did. I started sweating coming up this mountain. So I figured I'd stop and drink some hot chocolate that I got and check out the views here for a little bit, watch the train go by down there. But get back on the trail here in a minute. All right, just came down off of Ely's Peak. Beautiful views up there, beautiful views. Even on a cloudy day, beautiful views. So next point of interest is Larry's Lookout. So I've never been there, never done this part of the loop trail. So it'll be interesting to do a new part of the trail that I've never done. I mean, being a loop trail, that is. Never done I've done this part twice, but not the loop trail. So it should be interesting. So yeah, next point of interest, Larry's Lookout. Well, this is something I did not expect. I'm out here breaking trail. There was tons and tons of footprints and tons of packed down trail on the way up to Ely's Peak. And now that I've gotten past it, I'm breaking trail. There are no tracks in the snow, which is nice, but it also makes it hard to navigate and hard to see what you're stepping on. I've already stepped on a few rocks that I wasn't expecting. But yeah, the only thing you're seeing right now is animal tracks. No human tracks at all. So hopefully I don't get lost. I shouldn't, I've got my GPS map, so. But this snow is, I'd probably say 6 to 8 inches. Maybe a little deeper in some spots, but not bad. But like I said, I'm breaking trail now, so see how much farther I can get. Let's hope I can get this whole loop done. That's the sign I needed to see, as I just sunk in knee deep to snow. But it's getting worried. I was gonna miss the loop trail. I was checking my maps and everything, so looks like, gosh, this is the loop trail. I am totally breaking trail. I hope they have a lot of, I see already a loop trail blaze on the, or sign on the tree up there. Here's kind of shows you where we're at, how much left I got to go. So, well, like I said, let's hope there's a lot more of these loop trail markers on a tree like this one right here. Otherwise, I might be turning around. We'll see. Well, we're at Larry's Lookout, and not quite. I'm gonna get to the top right here, but I can tell even from where I'm at right now, we're up higher than Ely's Peak. I did not know Larry's Lookout was a higher peak than Ely's Peak. You can see so much more up here, and there's no footprints. Nobody's been up here. I am completely and totally breaking trail for anybody who wants to come up here. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at the views up here. There we got Ely's Peak right there in the middle of the screen. So yeah, we're up farther than Ely's Peak. Beautiful views up here. Coming down off of Larry's Lookout, much better of a lookout and view than I anticipated. I really didn't expect it to be farther up and better views than Ely's Peak. I was really missing out by not doing this loop trail. So beautiful views up there. Like I said, just gorgeous views up there. But now I'm back into the woods, as you can see. Breaking trail still. Not a single track in the woods here. And I'm probably a little over between ankle and knee deep. So it's not bad, but it's kind of gotta walk gingerly as to not fall into a random hole or hit a random rock. So, well, like I said, so far so good. There it was. Well, it was bound to happen. Took a spill. Can't really help it out here. I stepped into a spot that was almost waist deep. It just made me tumble. I did not expect it. I was expecting ankle deep and I hit waist deep. So, like I said, you gotta really walk gingerly, and that was me walking gingerly. So it is there's pros and cons of breaking trail. When you're breaking trail, it's nice because there's no human footprints anywhere. You literally feel like you're out here by yourself. And it's beautiful. It really is. It makes for a really beautiful trail. But the cons are what you just saw. You can take a spill really easily, not seeing where your feet are going. And as you can tell, this snow is just, it gives you no clue as to what's going on or what's going to happen. So, like I said, walk slow and gingerly, and just one foot in front of the other. We'll make it. she's all finished. It was definitely a better hike than I anticipated. Larry's Lookout was much better views than I thought, and the rest of the loop trail on the back of Ely's Peak was just a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be. So definitely a good hike. Like I said, ice spikes were definitely needed. Definitely wasn't snowshoe worthy, but definitely ice spikes worthy. That was for sure. So looks like this will be my last hike of 2020. So I'll probably do maybe a couple more winter hikes, depending how cold it is. I'm not a cold person. I don't like the cold, so that's why I don't hike as much in the cold. But I'll probably do, maybe like I said, a couple more hikes in the winter time. So catch me on the next one.